I understand we have another low-information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then, we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes, walking piles of sand, Nazis made of bees!
Didn't Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point! They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. But I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say cahoots before. Look, all I'm saying is, I'd hate to imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't here.
Another lost cause. Goodbye.
Will notify once we're on scene and have the lanes clear. 1182, any available units? 1182 along the northbound.
Mugging reported. Need an officer on the scene. Available officers, please proceed to Bryant. Over. Attention units. Report received of a narcotics sale in progress. Incident is active near Grand Central.
Oh, oh man. I meant to wash this gym shirt 6 years ago. Hey, you!
Officers be advised, a mugging was just reported. Officers near Gramercy, please report. Attention local units. A break-in is reportedly in progress. Officers near Gramercy, please report.
Attention units, we've got a 10-10 possible narcotics sale. Officers near Nolita, please report. Attention units, there's an assault in progress. Officers near Nolita, please report.
10-4, then moving incident traffic to an isolated tag. Copy that, thanks for the heads up.
Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
Thank you. They were gonna kill me.
You like...
All units, report of a break-in. Report came in from Little Italy. Chase in progress. Report came in from Tribeca.
Hey, we don't need you here right now, all right?
Outside of the Brooklyn Queens.
Attention units, we've got a 10-10 possible narcotics sale. Officers needed near Civic Center.
Drug trade's gotten more aggressive post-Fisk. Gotta stomp that out.
I'm gonna push you in the ground! He was a loser! I'm not! Stand still now, man! This is... Fighting all Try one out to me. I dare you.
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait a minute, what's that feeling? Do I miss him? No.
Please, don't ever leave New York. We need you.
All units, witness called in a mugging. Available officers, move on the financial district.
Copy that. Thanks for the heads up. 1182, any available?
The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment. Beautiful.
Taxi! Taxi!
Sorry about that. Nailed it.
All units, 1010 narcotic sale reported in progress. Report came in from Seaport.
I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. Huh, you get what you pay for. Lovely. Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can. People know my parents died in a plane crash, but I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did.
Break-in in progress. Location is Hudson Town.
Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes. I could never make it work on my own.
As I warned, Nostradamus-like, after Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem! Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye!
Those lunatics will kill someone driving like that.
You were driving a stolen vehicle. Pull over immediately.
Please tell me your horn plays Dixie. Now that's just rude. Yeah. More of them? Guys, if you worked this hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals. I should have recorded this. Gotta give that wheelman props. Manhattan rush hour is no joke.
All units, witness called in a mugging. Proceed to 2 bridges. Over.
Lovely. Should check out that silent alarm at the auction house.
What's wrong?
My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money, even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though.
All units, report of a break-in. Incident is ongoing near 2 bridges.
Great! Forgot how much I love photography.
All units, getting multiple reports of muggings perpetrated by armed suspects. Proceed to 2 bridges. Over.
That's a holdup. Who wants a picture?
It's him! Hit him! Spidey, you got him!
Always nice to stop a mugging. Gotta stay strong in the fundamentals.
Thanks. You wouldn't understand, but it's hard to have money trouble.
Wait till Mom sees this.
Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it. Used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once. ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
Look, I know you've been hacking into our crime system towers.
Wasn't me. I mean, what towers?
I don't mind. In fact, I need your help. I think someone's jamming the system, and they must be using multiple jammers to cover the full frequency range. Could you take a look? If you help, I promise I won't tell anyone you're hacking us.
I prefer to call it sharing, but sure. The jammers emit a signal I can detect. Just need to swing through the financial district and hunt for a signal. Found a signal. Just need to follow it. The closer I am to the jammer, the stronger the signal gets. Fisk's men, this is my shocked face. Sleep it off.
Watch it now and I'll go easy on you. What the hell was that? What's it take to stop this guy? Oh no!
Gotta take out the jamming device. I didn't go through all that to leave this. Shoddy workmanship. I just took out a jamming device. That do anything?
No, but like I said, there's probably a bunch of them.
Makes sense. I'll track him down. I wonder if Fisk's men had anything to do with the system going down in the first place. Huh? At a jamming party and didn't invite me.
Get out of the way! How's he doing that? Keep him on the ground, or we don't stand a chance. Get back, now!
Sometimes breaking stuff is the answer. And it's fun, too.
Spider-Man, it's working. I'm starting to get a weak signal. It's garbled, but I picked up something about Fisk and outfit.
Fisk was the kingpin of crime, but he didn't deal in knockoff fashion. The sooner the system is fixed, the sooner we know what they're planning. Only one jammer left. What tall buildings in the district haven't I checked yet? Found you.
No one. Shh. Found a guy on the inside, disabled on the time tower. Someone's been reacting. We can't.
I see him! Boss is sick and tired of you. So am I.
I can't punch him! In the air! Bring him down already!
Say goodnight.
Grenade!
Now I... Okay, that's the last of them. The system should be back online.
Spider-Man, the crime system's working again.
Great. Any more info on Fisk's men or those outfits?
No, but the system's reporting unauthorized activity down by the docks. I'm sending coordinates now.
I'll check it out. Gotta get to the docks before they escape. Enough firepower for a small army. Whatever they're planning to do with those, it's nothing good. Gotta find out what those guns are for.
Anybody thinks we're weak now?
Sweet dreams.
Need to suit up. I get the uniforms and everything. But why we need so much extra muscle? Because if things go south, we'll need all the firepower we can get. We really think this plan can work?
Nighty night. Now maybe I can figure out what's going on. Guns, prison guard uniforms, and spoofed ID cards. They were planning to bust Fisk out of the raft. Sorry to spoil your prison break, guys.
Boss wants your head.
Never touches the ground. Looks like New York's finest have it from here.
Everything's clear on my end, too. Thanks for restoring the system, Spider-Man. I won't tell anyone you're piggybacking on it, but if you get caught, you're on your own.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to delete my selfies from the crime system servers.
All units, report of a break-in. Available officers, please proceed to Bryant. Over. Officers respond. We've got a 10-10 narcotics in progress. Please converge on Central Park.
Yuri said...
All units, report of a narcotics sale in progress. Officers needed in the area of Columbia.
I am losing patience. Where is the file?
There's someone else here. They must have taken it.
Those masks. Who are these guys?
There's no one here but us. We will find the file, or you will die.
This is bad. They'll kill her if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently. Yuri, the silent alarm was legit. Masked gunmen and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do. Gotta do this quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
不能有时候犹豫。听见有声音。
Always look so cozy whipped up like that. Should web him from above. Whoa, careful. You stay quiet now.
去那边看看，交给我。
Someone's coming.
Patience wears thin.
Someone else is here. I swear. She must have the file.
If they're here, where are they?
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
Move it, Pete. Bad guys are getting ready to be bad.
眼睛睁大点，有开了。
老板真。
Snoring now. Hey, what is that? totally belongs to...
Don't move!
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
Hey, Pete.
MJ? What are you doing here?
Same as you. Working. At least, I was.
Oh, I think this is yours.
Yeah, thanks.
So Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the Bugle?
Well, Robbie doesn't technically know I'm here. And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh?
Let me explain.
Excuse me.
Hi, Mary Jane Watson. I'm covering the Fisk estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we'd do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Craig? No, sorry. It looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover. I don't know, maybe the expressionist piece?
You know what? I think I can make today work.
Are you sure?
You're here. No moment like the present.
Thank you. Craig? Never mind. We're good.
Let's get started. Look around and familiarize yourself with the items. I'll be waiting by the Baku statue when you're ready to begin.
Can do. I get why Peter does it, but I never totally loved the heroes hiding behind masks thing. Feels like part of being a hero is standing behind your actions. Being willing to say, yeah, that was me. That's the sort of hero I'd want to be, at least. Bet Fisk saw himself in this. A great man willing to do what others wouldn't. Dude had no self-awareness. Fisk cut Peter open like a pork sausage with this the first time they fought. Pete got away, collapsed in my yard half dead, and I had to steal my dad's car to drive him to the ER. The first of many Nurse MJ moments. Too many. Simcaria. Weren't they just in the news? Sometimes I feel like the whole history of the world is just boys playing dress up, getting into fights. I can't get over this image. So much tension between these two figures. Kyoto. So beautiful. Part of me wishes I could drop everything and travel the world. But life and work are here. What did Fisk call this? Vanessa?
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good. brought hidden crimes to light. We got an old school investigative journalist over here. I like her. Always hated this cane. So tacky. May would love this. I gotta admit, I miss May. And how much am I bid for this collection of villainy and deceit, starting at 10,000 broken lives and dreams, 10,000 going once? Heard from the underworld, huh? Super tempted to ring this guy.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste.
Did you know him well before his arrest?
In a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please. Now, this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style.
He loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No. No, of course not. Not that I was aware of. Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... a friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
You know what? I'm actually running short of time. Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can?
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in... Damn it. Wait here, please.
Wait, I recognize that statue. Gotta get a photo. Got it.
Craig, I'll call you back. My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank you. This is a really lovely space.
It is. And this will be the last time you see it. The ladies is around the corner. Be quick.
Of course. Be right back.
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call. Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece we agreed upon. No, she's here now.
I've got to get into that back room. If that statue is what I think it is, this just turned into a huge story.
What do you mean he had to reschedule? If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig? Who is in my auction house? Oh my God. No, I do not trust you to fix this. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is have Miss Investigative Journalist arrested. And the second thing I'm going to do is collect your head, Craig.
Dang, she's pissed.
It is most definitely a threat. Uh-huh. Sure, Craig. Right. I don't believe you. Uh-huh. Sure, Craig. Right. I don't believe you. Uh-huh.
Pete told me about this. Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why didn't the cops take it? I know this statue opens, but how? I wonder if there are any clues in here. He's holding something. That's the Neo behind them. But it looks different. Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. Maybe these pieces move. She certainly is cozy with Fisk. The catalog mentioned 2 poses. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. Maybe I should turn the head. Nice. So close. But a piece is missing. I've seen these before. That's not right. That's it. is this? Devil's breath. What is devil's... What the...
Excuse me, sir. You can't be...
Not good.
Where's the statue?
In there.
把文件找出来。
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay, you hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
Did she change her perfume? Focus, Pete, focus.